Audio strings back in the house. Trying to help others. That's the goal, you know. Last night was a special night. A buddy of mine took his 27 years sobriety, you know, to see his family there and his daughter, his wife, you know, there was tears shed. And even I had a couple because just to see the gratitude and the happiness in that family, right? And this man gives back. That's what he does. And that's why he's got 27 years sober. So I also do that to the best of my ability. And that's why I started this channel, because I wanted to give back. And sure, my opinions may ruffle feathers or they may offend people. It's just not my intention whatsoever. It's my truth. That's all it is, right? So just don't take offense to what I feel. It's just an opinion, guys. That's all it is. And so I put a lot of time here. Again, my dealer, Neil at Everest, was so kind to send me a couple of components because I wanted to compile a system that I felt was a superb value under 10,000 Canadian dollars. And that means around 77.50 for you guys in the US. I don't know what it is in Europe, but it's going to consist of this. So first of all, you know, knowing the Bel Canto E1X so well, I wanted to have the baby brother, right? Because I knew that it'd have that world-class DAC in there. Although there's going to be obviously some changes in the E1X, taking it up to the next level, and for sure the power supply and other things are going to be on another level, and I can hear that. But so the Bel Canto C6i is the heartbeat here, the start of the system. It's just showing its sample rate right now. So you're probably wondering what that is beside it. Well, that's the little Inuus Pulse Mini. So you know how highly I think of the Inuus as a product and what it brings to the table in one's listening room. You know, in my opinion, it's my favorite streamer company on the market. So what I wanted to do is just go with an entry-level system from all these companies, okay? The only thing that wouldn't be entry would be the speakers, but we'll get to that. So how I have it hooked up is, as you can see here, there's many inputs and outputs on the back of the Pulse Mini, meaning it has its own internal DAC. Okay, now, I'm not going to poo-poo on that because I'm not going to listen to it that way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bypass via USB into the Bel Canto DAC, which is what it is right now. That's the configuration. As you can see, those beautiful WBT speaker terminals, which I love. These are some really expensive Verter speaker cables. I'm leaving the cables out of this discussion, as you can make your own choice there. These were just also sent by my friend Neil. So that's the configuration. It's the Inuus Pulse Mini running via USB into the digital section of the DAC section of the Bel Canto C6i, okay? And then you can see there's some interconnects back there connected, right? Well, that's the Technics. So that's accessing the moving magnet phono stage of the Bel Canto C6i. So guys, we have both areas covered. We have analog and digital. So basically, you know, I'm budgeting around $3,000 for speakers to pair with this system. Mine were obviously more than that, but you're going to be under $10,000 with the budget of around $3,000 for the speakers. If I was going to suggest a speaker, even though I haven't even heard it, I have enough experience to know that those Caledons are going to be a wonderful speaker. You know, I've owned these Triodes for 7 years. Ron's owned the Sapphires for years. And for him to say that they're superior to his at almost half the price, you know, that's saying something. But, you know, we'll see if they end up in his room. That's the only way to prove. But I'm just saying there's a budget of $3,000, and I feel the Bel Canto is a superb match with these open baffles here, both the E1X and the C6i. So the power rating, it's not huge. You can get more for your money, okay? This This isn't cheap, this little guy. So you're looking at around 125 watts per channel in 4. So it's only going to be around 80 and 8, but I'm getting a really, really beautiful presentation with all the power I need. But these speakers are fairly easy to drive. So I'm thinking that, as long as your speakers aren't, Magnapan level hard to drive, I think these won't have a problem with speakers up to, 87 dB, 88 dB, depending on the load. Can you get more power for your money? Of course you can, but this is a really refined sounding little guy here. So like I say, you can get a $3,000 pair of speakers. You can have the entry-level Inuus, which I know you could pair it better, even the next level up, approaching the retail price of the Bel Canto C6i. That's what I like to do when I'm building a system, is keep them all kind of in the same price range. And then the Technics, which I feel punches way above its price point. And that's even with the entry-level phono stage. So this is the system that I've compiled for you guys, right? That, have a fairly good income and you just want to build a system without all the stress or trying to learn the used market. These are the components that I suggest working together in your room. And, $7,700 to get a full analog and digital system, streaming and turntable, moving magnetophone, everything, just plug and play, guys. I think it's really, really a good deal for what you get here. The Bel Canto is a beautiful sound. It just is. It's not quite, this little guy's not quite at the E1X level when it comes to power, weight to the music, and just overall refinement in the top end. But it's still a very, very good piece. It's approaching a third of the price, right, of the E1X. But this is what I really wanted to do for you guys, is show a system that I feel is worthy of its price tag, even at retail, that could satisfy you for many years to come. And you can up the levels of the streamer and get a pretty amazing sound, because I know that the next level, like I own, the Zen MK3, would be a wicked pairing which is cost easily the same. I think it's the same as the C6i, around $4,500, right? So with that, I mean, I'm gonna drop this. I want you guys to like and subscribe. Don't take my opinions. I'm sure you have your own opinions as to really good value, and that's cool. I have this in my room. I've lived with it for a little while. Very familiar with the signature of the Bel Canto. I love the small footprint here of these two tiny components and the big presentation that you get. So with the right speaker pairing, which I love open baffle, and they just sound amazing with the spatial triodes here, you can't go wrong, in my opinion, with this system. So thanks for watching, guys. Until the next one, please like and subscribe to the AKA Audio Shrink. I'm here for you. I've gone through all the pain and the stress to save you the same. Cheers.